Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Good evening. A close eye is on those snowfall numbers as we note that as of yesterday, we are just a little over 6 inches away from hitting one of the snowiest seasons on record. And we are dealing with some snow here. Now we're noting that we'll continue to talk about those numbers once we can get that official number on the board, but talking at climbing those ranks is continuing to be likely here, especially as we had that at least first inch that brought us into the morning hours, some mix at times, and then another burst of snow showers here that is going to last here as we roll into our Friday. We'll note that the intensity of these snow showers are going to dwindle throughout our Friday, but there's still going to be a few little spots that we'll need to keep an eye on. And we know that one little steering of that wind can pump up that moisture and those snowfall numbers. So 6 inches is definitely achievable if we can be able to get some of these amounts to move through and potentially talk about next week's system giving us some snowfall as well. But we'll keep an eye again on those numbers and those official records. But what we note is that we generally head into a dry weekend with gray skies. Might mention a flake or two possible from time to time, but generally nothing that is looking high impact before we will be timing out, though, a system that is going to bring us some impacts for early next week. So we'll keep the mention of some scattered snow showers throughout our Friday. We also note that it is going to be a colder day, keeping temperatures within those 30s, as typically this time of the year we are within those 40s. We'll note that we also are watching that a low is hovering just across portions of the Prince William Sound that is allowing for some stronger gap winds. So with a fresh layer of some snowfall there for some spots, there is going to be some passages there that could have some reduced visibility with some blowing and drifting snowfall, especially as snowfall is still adding up, especially for some of our coastal mountain areas. Sea level locations looking to be a mix of rain and snow, but most of that starts to pull its way out. But you can see these little banding features that can allow for some snowfall to just give us a nice little half an inch marker. And again, we're just these little amounts from climbing those ranks of bringing in one of the snowiest seasons. So we'll watch those numbers. We'll watch that potential to come through. And then as we head into Saturday and Sunday, again, generally drier, some little spots of precipitation we will keep an eye on. 13 hours and 50 minutes of daylight is what we're working with here for Friday, heading towards that 14-hour marker. As mentioned, though, we're not going to see too much of it. Going to hold on to some gray skies throughout that weekend forecast. Here's Friday, though, noting that we have those cooler temperatures, much of the South Central holding within those 30s. There's Whittier and Seward detailing some of those gusty winds that could create some blowing snow. Into Saturday, we trend into those upper 30s, mostly cloudy skies, some sporadic areas of some wintry mix. Mountain snowfall is expected to continue throughout the weekend. So if you are planning on doing any traveling, that is a region that will stay with that snowfall potential. We are back into those 40s Sunday and Monday, but then we are watching that next storm system will arrive again, looking at tracking a potential of a rain-snow mix.